Nija, welcome back to my channel. We're going to talk about quiet quitting and why everybody and their mama is quietly stepping away from their job. I hope you guys enjoyed this topic, and if you do, please thumbs up the video as well as subscribe if you're new to my channel because I try and post new videos every week.
I don't know if you guys remember this. I dropped a video a long time ago that said I quit my job and why you should too. But I'm an OG at quitting my job, so I completely understand why I would want to be quitting jobs, but I just wanted to get the collective perspective. So this is what people are saying.
Quiet quitting is this thing where I don't quit the job, but I basically will dial back my effort and give you the minimum. So you pay me to do this job and I will do the basic minimum amount to do the job, where you can't really fire me because I'm not really doing anything badly or wrong, but I'm also not going above and beyond at all, right? So there's this concept of quiet quitting.
The managers, this company, this position.
Shayna Blackwell quit her job through her store's intercom system. Her viral video is now credited with starting the Quit My Job trend on TikTok, where people share their own experiences quitting their jobs.
I'm quitting my job of 4 years today.
This is me about to quit my corporate job.
I went out to get my letter of resignation. It's an I'm sorry for your loss card, and it says it's me, you're losing me.
For Blackwell, quitting meant leaving a toxic work environment.
Attention, all Walmart shoppers, associates, and managers. Jimmy from Sporting Goods, Joseph the cashier, Larry from Garden Center. You are all perverts.
In 2020, many lost their jobs to the pandemic. But while the US experienced a job market boom in 2021, many credited the pandemic as a wake-up call to focus on what really matters and to put their mental health first. This led to a record 21 million people in the US quitting their jobs between June 2020 and June 2021.
It's okay, we both cried. But I did it, and I told him the truth as to why I'm quitting.
I'm just happy. I'm doing this for myself. I don't know what's gonna come next. I'm scared out of my damn mind, but I'm happy and I'm excited.
Hopefully this inspires, encourages, or just gives you some motivation to do something similar or do that thing that you've been thinking about doing for a long time.
Experts have dubbed the recent phenomenon the Great Resignation. The TikTok trend is bringing attention to problems in the workplace and inspiring some to pursue other passions. However, the right time to quit varies.
I think everybody needs to find a place where they're able to quit before they quit. I was in a position where I could quit my job. I was kind of living off my savings for a few weeks, and I was finishing school, so I would get my license and start working and using my cosmetology license. I think more people are going to start working for themselves and putting themselves first. They want to have a job that takes care of them, but also lets them take care of themselves. And I think we're headed in that direction, and I think it's really cool.
Okay, I'm being a lazy YouTuber and I did not feel like doing my makeup, so I figured we could do a face mask instead. This concept was really fascinating to me. I too started to feel the feelings of, okay, I'm getting a paycheck, this feels good to be supported in this way. There was a part of me in my entrepreneurial journey, you know, who's just getting a little burnt out. You know, I want to see more growth, I want to see more numbers, I want to see the following go up, and I wasn't seeing that. And so I guess the frustration and exhaustion of not seeing that, you know, was I working as hard as I possibly could? No, of course we can always put in more work, but I think after a while I was just feeling really burnt out. And so I figured maybe I just want to get a regular job in the field of social media, or, you know, the work that I do, but like I just need a break, I just need a paycheck, you know, I'd love to pay some bills right now. Long story short, I really enjoy the work that I do. I really do. I love being a photographer. I love like getting to work with other people and other brands and other businesses. I really love that. I think the aspects that are really hard for me though as a free being is wanting my freedom, wanting to be in control of my schedule, and wanting to be in control of my time, and feeling like I'm always on somebody else's time. And so there's like just a constant feeling of like anxiety, like are your employers gonna be happy today? It's like, you know, you can do the work, but there's just like the anxiety that comes with working with other people, working for other people, maybe if you have like co-workers and stuff. I got lucky that my co-workers are really awesome and I feel like we all get along really well. But again, I still have this internal feeling like I know I'm supposed to be free. I know I'm supposed to be self-employed. There's gonna come a time where you're just like, I am not able to continue to share my energy in two different places. I'm not seeing as much progress as I would see if I just focus on what my soul is really calling me to do. And so I feel like a lot of young people who are spiritually awakening at this time, people who are into like the law of attraction, manifestation, who are really trying to open their minds and become expansive, are realizing that, you know, you're here in this human experience to do more than just work. You are here to do more than just be a part of the matrix or the system and just be a cog in the machine. Like, you have a life outside of your job, outside of the four walls, right? And it starts to feel like your life really doesn't belong to you when you're day after day after day after day waking up, clocking in, and you just sit in your cubicle. Now, I'm really lucky. I asked to have a partially remote schedule because I feel like the work that I do, I can do remotely. But yeah, I just feel like even the days that I have to be physically in the office sometimes can feel very like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be free. And that is all I could think one day when I was sitting in the office on one of my office days, because I have a hybrid schedule, office and remote days, like I said. And I just could not shake the feeling that I'm supposed to be free. I'm supposed to be free. I'm supposed to be free. So much so that I left during my lunch break and like had to go outside and get some fresh air. And then like I just couldn't stay any longer. I had to clock out early for the day, right? I typically try and stay at about till 4 o'clock. But that day I had to leave at like 2 o'clock because I was like, I'm not supposed to be here. I feel like my energy is so trapped here. Hey, choose the industry you want to be in. I chose, you know, social media, digital marketing. That's my avenue. I like to take pictures. I like to do videography and things like that. So, you know, I always say I have the fun job, because with my job, I get to meet new people. I get to go to events. I get to eat delicious foods, right? I get to try services, and just, you know, like promote brands and promote businesses. And to me, that's really fun. I wanted to share with you guys what I've been up to while I've been away. I have been learning how to do a little bit of event planning. So in my job, I had to plan this big Cinco de Mayo celebration, that this restaurant that we have celebrates Cinco de Mayo, and we, you know, hired a DJ, we did balloons, the whole 9 yards. Like, we really had a really good gathering. So that is what I was up to, just promoting it, creating flyers and banners and A-frame signage, and, you know, just trying to promote it, all things marketing. And it was really fun. I feel like I really needed to have that experience. I love going to the restaurants and taking pictures. Like, that's just such my vibe. It's so fun. But I feel like I want to go to different restaurants. I want to go to new places. It's funny because I was on Instagram the other day and I noticed there was this young, beautiful black girl who's from my area who does essentially what I want to do, which is helping other businesses market and promote their business. It's like, I say I want to do this, but like, do I really want to do this? And this is where knowing yourself really comes into play. You have to know yourself and know what you want to do and know who you want to be, because you can do absolutely anything in the world. You can be successful at absolutely anything in the world, but the question is, what is worthy of your time and energy, right? And for some people, like, sitting in the office is so not worth your time and energy. Like, as much as you gel with your coworkers, as much as you love the people you work with, as much as, you know, it feels like you have a little home community, and, you know, it really feels like you know these people, you know, as much as the work is easy and everything like that, like, of course it is your decision. If you want to stay, but I know there's so many people out there who want to just be self-employed or wish they had another way to make a living to support themselves. And I want to say the answer is absolutely 100% out there. Again, you just have to know yourself, know what you're willing to do in life, life, you know, like know what skills you want to leverage, and know what skills you want to learn. So like if you want to be a music producer or like a DJ or something, this is really awesome. I got to meet a woman who owns her own balloon business. So she basically reaches out to all of the local restaurants and businesses that she can find, and let them know that she provides a service of creating balloon fixtures for their business or for their event or anything like that. And so you see how she's making money doing what she loves, which is event planning or event staging. I thought that was so amazing. Imagine how much freedom you could have if you had a service like that to leverage. I will also give the example of the young guy who was the DJ that we hired at the restaurant to be the DJ for the Cinco de Mayo event. I know how much we paid him for that event. Now imagine if you had a few gigs like that every single month, how much money you could bring in. So I'm saying all this to say, once you find a skill that you can leverage, you can do absolutely anything that you want in this world. You can make as much money as you want. You know the saying, time is money. I really love watching Myron Golden. He always talks about how that is the biggest fallacy that ever existed, and that time is far more valuable than money. And so of course so many young people are waking up to this realization that our time is way more precious and way more valuable than just money, and that we deserve to enjoy our life in as many moments as we can, and that we don't have to wait until we're 40, 50, 60 years old to enjoy our lives and be on retirement. You know, like we have to find a way to enjoy our lives now. So many things are changing in our world right now. The consciousness of so many people are raising in our world right now. The financial system is changing in a huge way right now, moving from a dollar-backed system to maybe possibly a crypto-backed system. Like we don't know what is going to happen in this world and how quickly things are going to change, but we have to remain optimistic and stay in our sovereignty and power, and know what we want to do for a living, know what we want to do for money, know how we want to make a living. Okay, so know what skills and talents you want to leverage. I know personally for me, I have been creating books. I have been creating journals. Since I was a young girl, I used to be really into creative writing, and I didn't realize that there's so much value in that, and that it is a skill that you can leverage for monetary value, for money. And I think that's so incredible. You know, you could have a blog, you could write for someone else's blog, you could write copy for somebody's business. Like there's so many opportunities in writing if you want to be a writer, how you can become self-employed and, you know, do your thing. But with all of this self-employed work, I am realizing that you have to promote yourself. You have to promote yourself. You have to put yourself out there, which can be the most uncomfortable thing about being self-employed or about front-facing as your own brand or business. Being willing to put yourself out there, not being afraid to, you know, go to different businesses or brands and say, hi, my name is Nija, this is the service I can provide, I want to be of value to you, let me know what you need. You know, like no one wants to be rejected, no one wants to be told no, but what I'm finding is you have to hear a lot of no's before you could hear a lot of yeses. I really feel like I should get presentable at some point in this video. You know, like I should do my hair and makeup and look cute.
I think that we are all coming awake to the fact that people are meant to be free, and that innately we are free, and that people value freedom more than they value money. And I feel like people know that eventually they're gonna die. Your time here on earth is extremely limited and finite, and nobody knows how much time they have. Yet a lot of people will spend their 20s, 30s, even 40s grinding up the corporate ladder to become something. And then when they finally have some type of accolades to do what they really want, maybe it's travel or buy the house, they don't have their youth, they don't have, you know, the health to enjoy the life that they've built for themselves. And so I think it is making sense to a lot of young people that they really have to, you know, enjoy their youth and really do the things that inspire them and make them happy because, you know, a lot of things are changing in this world and a lot of things are very uncertain. But what is certain is that everyone is going to die. And I know it's really morbid, but also it should be very inspiring. One of my friends the other day said this to me, that in every second you are writing your story. And that kind of sent chills down my spine. It made me very aware that, wow, every present moment actually is meaningful. And I actually became aware of the fact that I might have been wasting a lot of time, wasting my life doing I don't even know what. So I don't know, this just really made me take life seriously, being back in a work environment, and it has shown me a lot about myself and how I like to work. And I think one of the most important things in life is that you know yourself and know what you want in life. And in this process of being back in working for somebody else, I've become aware of the fact that I do enjoy working for myself. I enjoy telling myself what to do. Of course, there is that uncertainty where if you're quiet quitting at your job, of course, you can just, continue to get paid while doing the bare minimum. But to be in true integrity with what your higher self wants and what your soul probably wants, it sees you as being free to do what you want to do, but you do have to know what you want to do instead. And so, yes, if quiet quitting, keeps the lights on, keeps a roof over your head while you decide what you truly want to do, what you're really passionate about, I think that is what is at the root of quiet quitting. Okay, people know that they are still under this system that requires them to utilize this resource called money to get their needs met. So they are still continuing to do things that they don't necessarily want to do, but feel like they have to do because they still have this need. Well, what if they found a way pursuing their passions and things that truly interest them? What if they could leverage that to make them the resources or money that they needed, right? And so you really have to put yourself in this mindset of, what lifestyle do I want to live? What does success really look like for me? What does success really look like to me? You have to ask yourself that question. And if you're able to answer that question, you begin to start seeing yourself in this life that you're creating in your head, this dream reality you're creating in your head. You must know what it looks like in order to create it. Does it look like travel? Does it look like adventure? Does it look like surrounding yourself with friends? Does it look like being in control of your schedule? Are you okay with working for other people? Are you okay with working with other people? What gifts and talents do you have to leverage? This is how you want to be thinking in this new reality and this new world that is being created right before our very eyes. Start pursuing the things that you love and enjoy, and start finding ways to monetize off of what you are good at. I was watching a video the other day and it said that intellectual property is becoming a really fast-growing source of passive income. Meaning that, like, if you write books, if you have a podcast, if you have a YouTube channel, if you know how to create intellectual property and sell it to other people, it's a very fast-growing form of passive income, which is very interesting.
The USPS people just came by and dropped off a package. And it is my book that I created on Amazon KDP. So I'm really excited. Oh, look at this. Wow, it's the Little Things Gratitude Journal. First of all, I love the way this book feels. It has an ISBN number on the back. So this is official. And here's the flip through. I'm so nervous. Oh my guys! I made this book and it's so stinking cute. It's a gratitude journal. Wow, it came out so nice. Okay, I am obsessed. I got another package from Amazon and it is another journal. As soon as I got the last one, I automatically was like, I definitely want to buy another. I would definitely want to make another. So, okay, I haven't seen it yet. I'm opening it right now. Aww. and it says my brand tasks. Let's see what the inside looks like. I love the inside. Oh, I love the inside. How cool. Okay, well, I just wanted to open for my initial reaction. Now I have 3 journals here, and I actually have 4. And it's so cool.
Start thinking about what gifts and talents that you have. And if you feel like you don't have any, think about what things are your hobbies. What things do you like to do? Do you like watching YouTube videos? Do you like being outside in nature? Do you like riding your bike? What makes you happy? Does going out to a nice fancy restaurant make you happy? It's okay if that is the truth, but you have to know yourself. And to know yourself is going to free yourself, because you will now only say yes to invitations that are giving you exactly what you want in life. No more wasting time on what you do not want in life. When you know yourself, you know what opportunities are for you and what opportunities are not for you. Therefore, you are not afraid to close the door and walk away from the things that are not going to give you the outcome that you desire. Know what you desire. Know what you are after in your life. And then you won't necessarily need to quiet quit, because you'll be pursuing opportunities that are in your highest and greatest good, because something in it your soul wants you to do. Okay, guys?
So why did this topic fascinate me? I'm noticing a pattern within myself where I'm having a hard time staying committed to something that is not in alignment with my soul purpose. Now, there's something in me that is okay with extracting whatever lesson needed to be learned at the job, or whatever the case may be, but I'm having a deep down epiphany moment where all I do is just long for my free time, and all I do is just want to be in control of my time and of my energy and where it goes and how I use it. So I think a lot of people, as they are becoming more and more aware or awake, they are realizing that their time is far more valuable than money, and that it actually makes them happier, although it does have a little bit of uncertainty, to be more in control of your life and schedule. Now, I had been having so much fun planning events and taking pictures and doing all that stuff, but I started to feel very unfulfilled because I didn't have enough time or energy to devote to what really I feel like is my purpose and my mission, which in some way is tied to this YouTube channel. I cannot explain exactly how or why, but it's the only thing that I have been able to dedicate my time and myself to, that I haven't quit. Okay, I've been working on this thing since I was a high schooler. I mean, you guys can go back and scroll through the archives. I've been making YouTube videos for a long time. So although I have a hard time committing to other people's businesses, something that I have always been able to commit to is myself. Now, I do go through waves and seasons where I do not put as much time and energy into my brand or my business or my craft as I should, but I feel like working for somebody else really highlighted to me, one, that I really value my freedom and I value my free time, and 2, it also reminded me that if you do not push harder or work harder on your goals and your dreams, this is what the ladder is. This is what you have to look forward to. Working in regular schmegular corporate America, you know, you get this or you get that. Now, I'm extremely grateful because the opportunity I have to work for this company that I've been working for, I mean, my coworkers have been great. My bosses have been pretty great when they're not super demanding, but you know, I think it's just a cultural thing, so I think it's okay. But yeah, I've been having a really great time. So many perks and benefits, like gas and free food and, like, you know, just so many benefits. But I started to realize, even with all the benefits, all I want is my free time, and all I want is to be in control of my schedule. And so I really just had to have again, epiphany with myself about, okay, knowing yourself, knowing what you want. You did manifest this opportunity, and it did come to give you the lessons that you needed, but ultimately the biggest lesson that I'm extracting from it is that I truly desire to be in control of my life. I truly desire to wake up and say, I'm gonna do this, this, and this today. And so yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It is a little bit scary because it's like, okay, well, you know, this is what you want for real, for real. Now, I understand everyone does not get the luxury to just like say, I just want to work for myself and I'm gonna figure it out and I'll just be broke until I figure it out. Like, obviously people have families, people have children, people have you know, lives that they need to support, mortgages and rent that they gotta pay, car notes that gotta get paid. So, you know, everybody has their thing that they have to do to keep the ball rolling in their life. But when you know yourself and when you know what you really want, I really feel like you have to start prioritizing giving yourself what you want, okay? So you can't make excuses for why you can't have what you want. You just have to find a way. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm like, okay, well, if I know what I want, which is to be self-employed and to make my own money and to be in control of my life and my schedule, you know, you have to really be in control, right? Because the latter is you get to work for somebody else and let them be in control and tell you what to do. Okay, and again, for in a season, in some seasons, that's what you need. You just need to relax and sit back and let somebody tell you what to do. And then in other seasons, you're like, hold on, I'm ready to be in control of my life. And I just really felt like I needed my life back. I needed my life force energy to go to what I wanted to create, because I was given this human vessel to create what I wanted to create in this lifetime. And so yeah, lifestyle is really important to me. How I live my life is really important to me, and having the freedom to choose what I do in my life is really important to me. So that is where I'm at right now. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a quick little life update. What do you guys think about this concept? Are you currently quiet quitting? Are you self-employed? I would love to know what you guys think. I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.